Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of Eagles in Digital Business. A Candy Chit chat with
All
all
of
of us. um, Happy and blessed Sunday for those who are on Sunday, and happy and blessed Monday for those who are on Monday. So, here is our topic for today.
Our topic for today, breaking through self-doubt, building the confidence to keep going.
Yeah, so that's what we're going to be talking today. But before we dive into our topic, let us introduce ourselves. So, hello everyone. My name is Sandy. I'm originally from Panama, but currently residing in Surrey, British Columbia, Canada. I also work in the movie industry, and I'm a proud digital business owner and mentor.
Okay, my own name is Mosumola, the face behind musoconsult.com, originally from Nigeria, West Africa, and now I am a digital business owner and based in the USA. Originally, I've been a healthcare worker of several years.
Hello, happy Sunday to everyone. My name is Isabel. I am originally from Mexico. I live in North Carolina, USA. I am a wife, a mother of three, a proud digital business owner, and a mentor.
And a grandma.
Yes, and I'm a grandma.
Um, okay, thank you, everyone. So we want to remind everyone that every Tuesdays and every Thursdays we have our live webinar. So if you want to learn how you can start your online business and start earning online, all you have to do is just register into any of the websites that appear on the screen with your name and email address, and we'll send you that invitation to watch the webinar. So when you register into our website, you'll receive an email that will contain two links. The first one is to register to the live webinar. So that one will take you to a page that will have two buttons, one for Tuesday and one for Thursday, since those are the 2 days that we have our live webinar and it happens at the same time, 5 p.m. PST and 8 p.m. EST. So when you register into, well, actually, when you go to, you can, on that link, you can register for either day, for Tuesday or Thursday, or for both. The second link that you get there is the link to the replay of the live webinar. So just in case you cannot attend to the live webinar, that's not a problem. You can always catch the replay and watch it through that link from the comfort of your own home. In addition to that, we also invite you to our private Facebook group where you get to see more success stories from members of our community and more information about the business. So now you're probably wondering, so what is it that we're going to find out on the webinar? On the webinar, you're going to find out how our online business plan works, and also you get the opportunity to hear from the panelists, which are members of our community, who will be sharing with you why they decided to start their online business and how this online business has transformed their lives. So if you want to catch last Thursday's live webinar before this coming Tuesday's live webinar, here were the hosts and panelists for that day.
Okay, so our webinar was hosted by Tina, who is a retired business development manager. And also on the panel, we had Marie France, who is a federal government worker, still working, and Janet, who is an accountant, and Sophia, who is an ICU nurse. You see, they run a busy work schedule, but they have this online business that they are running simultaneously, whereas they are not stressed at all. From different countries, from different career backgrounds, from different cultural backgrounds, we are all rocking it.
Okay, we also had Prativa. She's a nurse educator. And we had Ruby, a digital business owner. So if you want to learn more about our online business plan, you can register on any of the websites you see on the screen, or you can send us a direct message and we'll be happy to send you the information.
Thank you, Musmola. Thank you, Isabel. So if you're catching the replay before next Tuesday's live webinar, our replays have subtitles in several languages, and our live webinar has subtitles in 5 languages: the Spanish, French, Tagalog, Vietnamese, and Arabic. So there you go. So if you want to learn how you can start your online business, all you have to do is just register into any of the websites that appear on the screen with your name and email address, and we'll send you that invitation to watch the webinar. So let's find out what is our topic for today.
So, not to our topic for today is still Eagles in Digital Business, a candid chit start. And the topic we are discussing today is breaking through self doubt, building the confidence to keep going.
Yes, so that's what we're going to be talking today. So, welcome back to another episode. And happy and blessed Sunday for those who are on Sunday, and happy and blessed Monday for those who are already on Monday. So, today we are tackling something we all have faced, and that is, self doubt. That voice that says, you're not good enough. Who do you think you are? Those kind of things that make us, rethink, what we wanted to do. But here is the truth: self doubt is normal, okay? The key is not letting it stop you moving forward. So let's look at three ways to break through self doubt and build the confidence to keep going. So, how can we stop those little voices that are in our head to move forward and do what we're supposed to do? So, that's what we're going to be talking today. So, what are today's points?
Our points for today are: number one, normalize self doubt. Number two, reframe your inner dialogue. And number three, take action to build evidence.
Yeah, so that's what we're going to be talking today. So, let's start with point number one.
Okay, point number one, normalize self doubt. The first thing to understand is that self doubt is universal. We all feel self doubt at some point of our lives. Even the most successful people faced it. In fact, a study published in Psychological Science found that 70% of people experience imposter syndrome at some point of their lives. That means if you ever felt like you are not good enough or that maybe you don't belong, you're not alone. Um, we all been there, we all been there at some point. I know that it's hard sometimes because when you have low self-esteem, when you don't have the confidence, when you don't feel like you can do things because I don't know, maybe you're going through a certain situation. um, it's hard to believe that you can actually learn new skills and that you can improve or become a better version of yourself. When I started this digital business, I constantly asked myself, who who am I to do this, right? Or am I going to be good enough? Will I be able to make it? Will I be able to learn? Am I really capable? I ask myself so many questions. But over time, I realized that confidence isn't about never feeling doubt. I know that we have doubt every time, especially when we're about to start something new, or we're about to do something completely unknown to us, something we have never done, right? So that's when that feeling comes in. It's about taking action in spite of that doubt. You have to take action in to be able to move forward even when the doubt is there. Every time I show up, even when I wasn't sure of myself, even when I didn't feel the confidence, even when I looked at myself and I was like, no, no, nobody will want to look at that, nobody will want to listen to that, because I didn't have the confidence at that time. But I remember that you don't have to silence yourself because of doubt. You just have to keep moving. Anyway, you have to keep moving even when you have that feeling. And with time, you're going to be feeling better. And because one, you're going to do it, several times to where you don't feel that you're not ready, that you're not worthy, that you don't know, that you're not capable. And then you're going to be gaining that confidence, right? You're going to be gaining self-confidence. And then every time you look at yourself, you're going to be like, oh, proud, because you can see that you're doing it better. So I will say, my message to you is Keep moving even when you feel that self-doubt. You have to keep going, and at some point you're going to be proud that you did, and you're going to be happy with a new version of yourself that you have in front of you.
Yeah, thank you, Isabel. Yeah, so Isabel explained the first key to build that confidence, and is normalize the self doubt. So now we're gonna see point number two.
Okay, point number two is how to reframe your inner dialogue. Like Isabel just said, that it's like an imposter. That particular thought is an imposter. It just comes in without you inviting it, and you don't even know. You just discover that, oh, so you are there. So the way you speak to yourself shapes your confidence. If you look at yourself and you say, oh, I can't, then you just realize, who just spoke? It's not me. Negative self-talk fuels doubt, while reframing your talk builds strength. If you get up and you say, I can, yes, though deep down inside you, you are shaking. Like the very first day I did a live streaming, I was interviewed on, like, oh my God, I didn't sleep. I didn't have the questions that were going to be asked. And I was just thinking, supposing they ask me a question that I'm not able to answer, supposing this, supposing that, imagining a lot of things. And like 1,000 butterflies inside my tummy on that day. So when I finished, oh my God. I said, oh, so that is it. I said, yes, now. I said, oh, I had 1,000 butterflies inside. They said, so the butterflies can go out now. So you just realize that actually it is really an imposter. It is an imposter because it comes in unwelcome and it begins to spread its wing there. Once you allow that self-doubt to come in, then you begin to see giants where you are supposed to be the giant. You begin to see every little thing as the giant. You begin to see everything as obstacle instead of stepping stones. But if you look at the obstacle in front of you and say, okay, I'm going to leverage on you, and I'm going to leverage and move on to my higher ground, or I'm going to go through you or go around you, and I'm going to get to my destination. So instead of saying, I can't do this, try saying, I'm learning and I'm getting stronger every day, even if you have not started saying it. So, according to the Journal of Personality and Social Psychology, people who practice positive self affirmations experience 18% higher resilience under stress. You may think 80% is small, but it is something. So, small shifts in language create big shifts in belief. So, let's start practicing saying something positive. In fact, it's better you write on whiteboards, paste it around on your fridge, on your door, just immediately when you wake up, just by the foot of your bed or by the side. When you are going out, see it first, and then when you come in, put it on the wall that you face, that I can do it, I am able, I am going through, I am going higher despite any challenges. I'm going higher, I'm going to make it. I'm not there yet, but I am on the way. Just keep on watching, and you will see that you are actually creating the world around you.
Thank you, Musumala. So yeah, so Musumala just told us about reframing your inner dialogue. So changing those self doubt beliefs that we have, or limiting beliefs that we have, into positive beliefs of taking action and believing in ourselves. So now we're going to be talking about point number three. So take action to build evidence. Okay. Um, so this one, confidence isn't something you wait to feel before you act. Okay, it's something you build by taking action. And um, some people might be confident in some things, but not on everything.
Mhm.
And the things that we are not confident, um, when we do it for the first time, we are so scared. Our hands are shaking, our heart is palpitating, our voice is shaking, but that's normal. Um, but the step that you have to do there is, is take action. Just do it, even if you're like that. But the more you start doing it, the more you start building that confidence. So you're breaking that fear. You're gaining more confidence on your voice, so your voice is no longer shaking. Your hands are not some people, like, they have like sweaty hands when they're scared. Or their body might be shaking, a little bit. So um, it's just by taking action that you build that confidence. So think it of this way: confidence grows through proof, okay? And proof only comes when you're doing the thing, okay? So, in fact, according to the research from the American Psychological Association, they found that people who are action oriented are 32% more likely to report higher confidence than those who spend their time overthinking. Okay. So
Mm.
that tells us that something powerful, and that is, the clarity and the courage don't come from sitting still. Okay. They come from movement. So instead of waiting for that perfect time, or like, oh, I'm going to wait until I build that confidence, you're going to stay there waiting, because you're always going to have that fear to be able to build that confidence. So how are you going to build it is just by taking action. Okay. Um, so even every small step that you take becomes a piece of evidence that you're capable of. We always talk about doing lives, when we started, we were so nervous to go in live. We didn't know what to say, our hands were shaking, our heart was palpitating, our voice was shaking. But you know what? We kept showing up every time that we went live. And that's how we started to build our confidence. So it's by taking action. So here are some examples here. So for example, posting your first video, even if your hands are shaking. Yeah. It might seem like something so easy, but it's not. Why? Because first of all, you're posting a video of you and you're like, okay, what people are gonna think about my video, what my family or what my friends are gonna think. So even if it is a simple thing like that, you always have like those little voices that start talking to you. But you just do it and then see. It's like when I was so afraid to post things, on my personal profile. And then, I started little by little, and eventually, I built that confidence. But what I think it took me a little bit longer to do was doing lives on my personal profile. I I was scared, what my friends will think, what my family will think, So I one day I say, okay, I'm just gonna do it and see what happens. If something happens, then I will stop. And then I didn't, nothing happened. So then I kept doing it, But you have to build that confidence by taking action and doing it. So another example here is sharing your story, even if you're not sure how it will receive. That was another thing. And I think, well, for some of us, some people are very open to share their story. Some people are a little bit more reserved to share the story because they don't know like how people are gonna take their story. But that's another thing that we need to learn to share a story. I know it's hard because we don't know how people are gonna take it, but the thing here is that you might inspire someone who is going through or the same thing that you are going through your story, so they will get inspired. So we have to take that step and think, it's not about what people think, but it's about who I will inspire through my story, you know um, and that's what you need to think about. So you need to shift that mindset, into sharing your story to inspire someone who will need to hear your story, to be inspired, to be able to change their life, or to be able to find an answer to what they were going through your story. So we have to have that courage to share it. Another example here is asking for help, even if it feels uncomfortable. And that's another thing, many times, we are so blessed to have to be here in this global online community, but sometimes we're so afraid that we stay in our little bubble. and we don't want to go outside of our little bubble to ask for help, and we try to do it ourselves. But when you go outside of that little bubble, that's when you start growing. So you really have to build that confidence and go outside of your bubble, well, your little bubble, because once you do it, you will realize that once you're gonna meet new people, okay, two, you're gonna start learning from the other people, because their other people are gonna be ahead of your journey. And even and if you encounter someone who's not ahead, you that person might be becoming your accountability partner. So you guys are pushing each other and helping each other. So that's another thing that I would say, take that courage step to reach out and ask for help when you need help. Don't try to do it yourself, because you might be able to do it, but it might take you longer, or you might not be able to do it depending of the situation. But yeah, just ask for help when you can try on your own. But if you see it's not working, you know what? Ask for help, because that when you ask for someone's help, it will help you to move forward instead of staying in the same place. So each of these steps is like adding a brick to the foundation of your confidence. And the more evidence you gather, the quieter the self doubt becomes. And that's what we were saying, like, for example, the lives, we were scared, shaking. But the more we started to doing it, that fear, those not confidence that we didn't have, it start to disappear. And, like fear will always come when you're doing a live. So once in a while, I will get that fear. And how did I overcome that? Well, it's by taking action and doing it. So as I start talking, that fear started disappearing. So it's like it says here. So you just have to do it, and then it will disappear. But at least you know how to get control of that, and that's what we need to have, control of our fears, and by taking action. Now that we know what to do. So each of these steps is like adding a brick of the foundation of your confidence. And the more evidence you gather, the quieter self doubt becomes. Because you can point back and say, I've done this before, so I can do it again. Okay. So the lesson here is simple: don't wait for confidence to show up before you act. Take the first action. Okay. And confidence will follow. So the more you practice, the more you start building that confidence. So
Yes.
that's the end for this point that I wanted to add. So what is our key takeaway?
Our takeaway, key takeaway today is self-doubt may never fully disappear. So don't expect it to until everything is perfect. No, it may never fully disappear, but it doesn't have to hold you back. So when you normalize it, you reframe it and act in spite of it, you transform doubt into confidence.
Yes. And what is our message for the audience?
Our message: drop the word believe in the comments or send us a message if you're ready to keep pushing forward, even when doubts show up. So don't forget, you can comment below. We'll be happy to read your comments and reply back to you.
Yes. So that's our message for today. And we have arrived to the end of our lives. We hope so that you have learned how to build that confidence and how to overcome those self doubts. So if there was something that you like, or there's something that you relate, or a story that you want to share with us, yeah, put it in the comments and let us know, and we'll be happy to read it. So if you want to learn how you can start your online business and start earning online, here are three ways that you can do it. So you can either put in the comments more info, or you can send us a private message, and we'll be happy to answer any questions that you might have. Or you can register directly into our website with your name and email address, and we'll send you that invitation to watch the webinar. So when you register into our website, you'll receive an email that will contain two links. The first one is to register to the live webinar. That one will take you to a page that will have two buttons, one for Tuesday and one for Thursday. So you can register for either one or for both, since those are the 2 days that we have our live webinar. And it happens at the same time, which is 5 p.m. PST and 8 p.m. EST. So the second link you get there is the link to the replay of the live webinar. So just in case you cannot attend to the live webinar, that's not a problem. You can always catch the replay and watch it from the comfort of your own home. In addition to that, we invite you to our private Facebook group where you get to see more success stories from members of our community and more information about the business. So now you're probably wondering, so what is it that we're going to find out on the webinar? On the webinar, you're going to find out how an online business plan works, and also you get the opportunity to hear from the panelists, which are members of our community, who will be sharing with you why they decided to start their online business and how this online business has transformed their lives. So if you want to catch the replay from last Thursdays before this coming Tuesday's live webinar, here were the hosts and panelists for that day.
Okay, so last Thursday we had Tina as our host. She's a retired business development manager. We also had Mary France. She's a federal government worker. And we had Anne Jeanette, who is an accountant.
Okay, so we had Sophia also on the panel. She's an ICU nurse, Pratisha, who is a nurse educator, and Ruby, who is a digital business owner. Everybody rocking it on this business from different age groups, different career backgrounds, different cultural backgrounds, and from different locations. We are all together on this group.
Thank you, Isabel. Thank you, Mosimola. So if you're catching the replay from last Thursday's live webinar, our replays have subtitles in several languages, and our live webinar has subtitles in 5 languages: Spanish, French, Tagalog, Vietnamese, and Arabic. So there you go. So if you want to learn how to start your online business, here are the 3 ways. You can either put in the comments more info, send us a private message, or register directly into our website. If you guys are watching us from Facebook and you are not following us in our Facebook business page, you can follow us up here on the top to get to know us a little bit more who we are and what type of content we post in our pages and more information about the business. Now, if you're watching us from YouTube and you haven't subscribed to our channel, you can subscribe to our channel and press that notification bell to get notified when we put new content and when we are going live. So that way you keep learning more about this online business opportunity. And when you feel ready, we'll be happy to guide you as mentors. So you're never alone on this journey because you'll have us and an entire global online community. All right, so let's find out what is our topic for next Sunday.
Next Sunday, our topic will be From Vision Birds to Victory, turning visualization into real results.
Yes, so that's our topic for next Sunday, so don't miss it. And well, we want to end our live with this message to you guys. So remember, confidence isn't something you wait for, it's something you created one action at a time. So that's our message for you guys today. And we want to wish everyone a happy and blessed Sunday for those who are on Sunday, and a happy and blessed Monday for those who are already on Monday, and a happy and blessed week ahead for everyone. So thank you for being here with us today. And until the next episode of the Eagles in Digital Business, I can chat with
Um,
All of us.
us. Thank you, everyone. Thank you for watching. God
Thank
bless.
you. Have a blessed
thank
Sunday.
you.